Hello and welcome to Daft Puck and welcome to Well Oiled on a Friday night. I am Matt, it's a Solaire. Matt, hello, how are you? Hope you're all doing well. It is Friday evening and a big Friday evening here in the UK because it is November the 5th. Remember, the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason and plot, as they say. I can hear the sound of fireworks and all sorts going on outside, dogs barking at the fireworks. Yes, 1605, Guy Fawkes and his pals tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament and all of the ruling knobs in England. He did not succeed, but he was lynched or whatever, hung, executed, one way or the other, and we celebrate this fact that he was foiled by burning things, bonfires, making guys of various things, what we call a guy. And chuck it on the bonfire, let off loads of fireworks. It's a thing to do when it is cold and miserable and dark on a early November evening here in the UK. But talking about fireworks, there are plenty of fireworks out there on the ice at the moment for the Edmonton Oilers. We've won 3 in a row. We've had a great week so far. And on today's show, on the live stream, we will be looking at the game so far. So we will be looking at the game on Monday against the Seattle Kraken, then the game on Wednesday against the Nashville Predators, including some recorded footage I made of me watching the game. I watched it back, couldn't watch it live, but I watched it back, so I've done some filming on that, so you'll be able to see that. And then we will be looking ahead to tonight's game against the New York Rangers. So that's a 7:30 start PM out there in Edmonton at Rogers Place. It's 1:30 AM here in the UK, and the UK coverage is on Premier Sports 1, and it should be a good one. Big night, of course. Kevin Lowe, the legend, Kevin Lowe, his number 4 jersey being retired, and should be a great evening. Great celebrations, of course, for him, and hopefully the Oil can carry on the winning run. We've got 3 wins in a row, and we're looking to sweep up this little homestand of 3 games, and hopefully we can do it. And if I click the right button, there we go. This is what we think will be the lines for tonight, although it's not been confirmed just as yet, but these are the lines that they ended up the game with against the Predators, so we're probably going with this. It is possible, by the sounds of it, that Slater Cuckoo may be in the cuckoo clock. Slater Cuckoo may be in place of Chris Russell, but we shall see. No confirmation as yet, but we should find out the news fairly soon, so we shall keep an eye on that. Anyway, that is what is to come, but we will start by looking at the game on Monday against the Seattle Kraken, and I do have my notes. The notes are here. So, I mean, it's strange when you look at the 2 games we've had so far this week. They've both been 5-2 wins by the Oil. They've both included a power play goal. They've both included 2 goals from Leon Draisaitl. He is some sort of form. Him and McDavid just out of this world, those guys. But yes, the Kraken game, 5-2, 2 goals, 2 assists for Leon. Duncan Keith with his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler. Turris got a goal, and which I was really pleased about more than anything, Kylie Yamamoto getting a goal. He's been a guy who's been getting a bit of stick online, and you can understand it. He's, as a top 6 forward, he's not been scoring, and in the previous games he hadn't even looked like scoring, had he? Much as he works hard and gets stuck in and creates opportunities for others by drawing penalties, you do need him to be producing in front of the net too. So it's great to see him get a goal in that one. It was a back-to-back game for Seattle. They'd lost the previous night against the Rangers, so they did seem to tire. I will say it was a somewhat scrappy win by the Oilers. We certainly were nowhere near our best. We were particularly a bit careless with the puck, careless in our own zone, careless in the neutral zone. So you could tell Coach Tippett was a little frustrated with that. We're happy to get the win, and that's what matters really. But as he likes to say, and as many hockey coaches like to say, there were things we have to clean up. Yes, a bit like sexual abuse sagas, perhaps Chicago Blackhawks. But there we go, we'll leave that to another time. Anyway, that was the Seattle game. So the Kraken coming into Rogers Place for the first time for an official regular season game, and we got the better of them 5-2, but it was good to see guys like Eberle back, so that was fun. But there we go. So then we moved on to Wednesday and playing the Nashville Predators. And led by a team who, you know, I don't think there's too much expected of them. They may be in and about the playoff mix, but no one's expecting them to go too far, I don't think. But they've started off the season pretty well, looks pretty hopeful, and we did need to play them hard to get the better of them. So I thought I would record myself watching the game back. As I explained in the video, it was a 1:30 a.m. start, so that would have been Thursday morning for us, yesterday morning. So I wasn't able to watch it live because of work the following day, but I watched it back the following day on the Thursday, yesterday. It gets confusing with the time difference. And this, so we ended up the first period 1 apiece, and this is how I looked at things in the second period. So then, Oilers against the Nashville Predators, and currently it is lunchtime on Thursday, November 4th, so I wasn't able to watch the game live because of the time difference, but I'm catching up. I've kept off the internet, kept away from any spoilers, and we're good to go. I saw the first period over breakfast. I'm now about to watch the second period over lunch, and I'll catch up on the third period after work. These are the benefits of working from home. And hopefully, now I'm in lunchtime and I'm watching the second period, things will be a bit better for the Oil, because the first period we were outplayed, let's be honest. The Nashville Predators were much the better team. They were quicker, they were sharper, they were to the puck, they were winning all of the duels, they were on top. And yes, we were able, quelle surprise, to score a power play goal, with Leon getting another one. Go on, Kreider. But an absolute shocker in terms of how sloppy was that to concede the goal, to concede the equaliser right away. The public announcer didn't even get the details out before they'd scored their equaliser. So, we need to get back at it. And hopefully that's what has happened. Hopefully between the intermission period, between the first and second period, Coach Dave was able to get stuck into them a bit and get them firing and get them going. Because there's a bit of a concern here that we were pretty sloppy against the Kraken the other day. And hopefully this is just a function of the Predators just being a bit more alive because they'd played the night before, so they were sharper right from the off. And they'll tire and we will come on and pick up, rather than us being sloppy again like against the Kraken. But let's have a look at the second period and see how things went. Oh, just past the post. Keep fighting, boys. Yes, go on. Oh, kept it in. Shoot, yes! Go on! 2-1, early goal. Ooh, Kyle Yamamoto. All that time without regard, he got one last game, and now he's got another one. Go on, Kyle. What's that? A minute and a half into the second period. On the shift with... Oh, they put Hyman back on this one with Nuge. Nice shot. Just puck goes loose. Little deflection, puck goes loose. It was Nuge, you put it on there, hit someone in the noggin, and Yama was there to yam it home. Good start to the second period then. Go on. Oh. On a wraparound, Warren Fogle. Uh-oh. Oh, good save, Koski. That was a nice little spinner Rooney he did there. The old Predators bloke. Tie him up, nurse. Tie him up. Tie him up. Oh, where's that penalty? Oh, Darnell. Tie him up. Don't pick him up and throw him to the floor. Get stuck in. Not like that. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've only just killed one off. Is that Devonshire? Yes. Was that tripping? Yeah, tripping. Oh, dear. In the boards. Oh, it's leg on leg. He gave it the old flick the heels at, didn't he? You Predator boy. Made a bit of a meal of that. Right, second penalty kill. I'll need this apple, I reckon. Another big moment. Only 15 seconds now. He's not wanting to play. They're waiting for the line change, waiting to set something up. 10 seconds left though. Yes, get stuck in there, that man. Ryan, I think it was. And again, yes, come on, pick it up. Hit it, McDavid. Oh, I thought it was going to go. Yes, hit. Oh, spun it around to Leon. Couldn't get it to work, but they're still out there. 2 men on McDavid as per. And now that gives them a chance to be digging around behind our net. Push him out. Put him in the board. Push him. Push him. Yes. Yes. Go on the breakaway. Tricycle. Flick it across. Flick it across. Hit it. Oh, off his stick. No, they defended that well, unfortunately. And now they're going to go through. Push him out. Oh, good save. Koski in the near post. And again. Oh, that went wide. Just being clever. So there we go. Second period over. More competitive, I'd say. Not a lot of silky hockey going on here. But we've stepped up a bit. We've definitely stepped up our game. We've been more competitive. Yamamoto whacking the puck into the net to give us the 2-1 lead. They had a couple of good chances, but especially that one clanging off the post. But we've been able to keep going, killed 2 penalties, which has been big. So, all set up. Oil leading 2-1, set up for the third period. Now I've got to spend, well, the next 4 hours or so working, and then I'll be able to get to period 3. Yeah, so it was the next 4 hours working, trying to keep on top of things work-wise and not getting anywhere near my phone and my Twitter account or anything like that to see the game being spoiled and to see what happened. But it was an interesting second period, wasn't it? It was, as I said on my roundup at the time, there wasn't a lot of silky hockey. It wasn't really that sort of game. It was hard-fought, it was hard-nosed, there was a lot of battles. And great to see Yamamoto get another goal, but the main thing there was successfully killing the 2 penalties in a row. Darnell Nurse, bit of an issue there, but we got away through it. But then immediately afterwards, Devon Shaw gave away a penalty. It was a bit unlucky with the legs coming together, but that was a big moment to kill those 2 penalties, to keep it at 2-1 ahead. It really gave us a good chance to then catch up on the Predators who had played the night before. You hoped that maybe in the third period their legs would tire, so to keep the lead at 2-1 heading into that third period was really important. And so I had to work for a couple of hours, or 4 hours or so after that, and then in the evening I was able to settle down and watch the final period, and this is how it went. Okay then, work is over for the day, so on to the third period. Just looking at the stats, Ingram for the Predators, his second career start, 17 saves, he's had a good game. Fair play to him. But we lead 2-1 and we need to pile on the goals in this final period. Did mention earlier that the Predators played the previous night too, so hopefully there will be a bit more space on the ice. A few tired legs out there for the Predators in the third period, and we can take advantage. Oh, that's his parents by the look of it. Ingram's parents, I think. Here we go. A family affair. Right, third period, here we go. Fight for it, Oil. Fight! Fight! Oh, chance for them at the blue line. Oh, no, deflected away. Pick it up. Go on. Oh, McDavid on the charge. Come on. Go on. Oh! The Kreider again. Leon Einsfried Reinastel. There we go. McDavid to Trice Little. Thank you very much. Oh, kind of came out of nothing that, but that's what those guys do. Well done, Leon. Well done, Connor. Come on. Play a good game from here. No stupid penalties. Play him tough. They'll tire out. Oh! That nearly went in. Come on! Oh, that's another shot. I think that hit his own man in front of the net. And here we go. Whip it. Oh, he tried to go around him. I think that was... Who was that? Devon Shaw. Yes. Oh, Cassian getting a smack. He'll have one back in a minute. Yes! Puck is free. Come on. Yes! Oh! Brilliant. Devon Shaw with a goal. Yeah, and that's a good goal because that comes from just aggressive forecheck in there. Cassian digging in. Someone else. Just got the puck back. Puck recovery. Cassian having a battle. There they go. Lovely goal. Yeah, really, really good. That was Warren Fogle, I think. Yeah, Warren Fogle. Good bit of work on the boards. Laid it back. Boosh. Straight in. Lovely stuff. Devon Shaw. Geordie doing their best. And there he goes. Nice celebration too. 4-1. 2 goals in quick succession. Ooh, Pellini. Whoa, whoa. They're having a ruck. Benning. Pellini. Oh, they're all getting in. Go on. Come on. They're chucking a few in, aren't they? All the fans enjoying it behind them, aren't they? Is that CC getting involved? No. What's the problem there? Pellini's taking it. Has a shot. What's the problem? Oh, what's the problem? The problem is they're not good enough. They don't like it. Look at this. Clown. Punch him in the mouth. Punch him in the mouth. There we go. Anyway. Oh, not another penalty. Oh, Derek Ryan, what you doing? Going Superman. Rugby tackle, that was. We've got 13 seconds left at the power play. They're now going to have another one. Ugh, could have done without that. 35 seconds left of the power play. Oh, it's gone in. Ugh. Brian Johansson. They did it well. Koskinen didn't really have a chance with that one. Let's watch again. Won a face-off. Yeah, they set it up pretty well, to be fair to them. That's frustrating now. Frustrating. That just gives them a lift. Gives them a chance to get back into this. If we kill that penalty, this game's done and dusted. Derek Ryan, yeah, he's a bit annoyed with himself. He knows what he's done there. So 4-2 with 4 minutes left to go. It just gives them something to dream about. 3:35 to go. The Oil leading 4-2, but it's even 28 shots apiece. Predators. Got a bit of hope. Don't give away a penalty. Come on. It's just good, solid hockey. And try and take advantage. Empty net, empty net, empty net, empty net. Oh, that's a foul. What's he doing there? Come on, finish it off. Finish it off. Draisaitl. Puliarvi into the empty net. Thank you very much. Done and dusted. Bananas and custard. That's 5-2 to the Oil. Simples. There we go. Good stuff. 3 minutes 10 left on the clock. Puliarvi gets the goal. Surely would have been a penalty otherwise. Because who was it? Was it McDavid who got slaughtered there? Yeah. So they tripped him up and then literally held on to him so he couldn't get to the puck. Look at that. Ridiculous. Double teamed him. But Draisaitl was there, feeded it across to Puliarvi. One touch to set it. The other flicks it in. No rush, goalie. And that should be it. That should be the game done. So that was the game, a 5-2 win for the Oilers. The second 5-2 win at Rogers Place in the space of 3 days, 48 hours, let's call it 48 hours. And a good, impressive win it was too. Nashville played us hard, so it was a good victory. In that third period, we took the penalty, Derek Ryan taking a penalty, and that allowed them back in it, 4-1 ahead. Just gave them a stiff when they made it 4-2, but we were able to control the game from there and did a good professional job of getting the win, and that's what you need to do. And yeah, good again. Good to see Devon Shaw get his first goal of the season. Yamamoto on the score sheet again. Draisaitl, the Kaiser, being very unselfish, could have gone for the hat-trick, but he pushed it across to Puljujärvi and he put it home. And Koskinen, the man, he is doing yeoman's work back there in the net. He is really playing well. Had a tough season last year, there's no doubt about it, and he was honest about it too. Tough season, but he has really come to the fore with Mike Smith going down with his injury. Yeah, he's been excellent. Good old Koski, he has done a good job for us. And that all sets us up for tonight, doesn't it? The game against the New York Rangers. Yes, so 7:30 local time at Rogers Place. So 1:30 a.m. here in the morning in the UK. It's on Premier Sports 1 in the UK. Kevin Lowe's number being retired. That's the story before the game, but then it comes to the action. So the Oilers are 8-1-0, 10th game of the season, looking to make it 9 out of 10, which would be fantastic. We've got 3 wins in a row at the moment and a top of the Pacific, so we are going great guns, but want to continue it. The Rangers 6-2-2, decent start. Generally they've played pretty well in most of their games. Had a couple of not so good games, but generally they've looked quite strong, if not really firing on all cylinders so yet, it seems. So that'll be interesting to see what Rangers turn up tonight. The one interesting thing, actually, looking at the lineup, so again, none of these are officially confirmed yet, but in terms of the goaltenders, obviously they've got a very good goaltender in terms of Igor Shesterkin, but he is not going to play tonight. He is going to play on Saturday against Calgary. So we have their backup, the Bulgarian Alexander Georgiev. I think is how you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it anyway. Alexander Georgiev. And he's a good goalie too. So no, not too much let up, but not so good as Shesterkin. So that's a decent result for us. And he's been in great form recently. So we should hopefully take advantage of that tonight. Chris Kreider is a man who's really been leading the charge for them so far this season. 7 goals in 10 games for him. And he's the sort of player who will also stick his shoulder in, isn't he? He's already had a couple of slightly naughty hits, so we do need to be careful of that. I'm sure Cassian will be taking care of him, as he often does, or Darnell Nurse will be tying him down and smacking him against the boards. But yeah, they've got some good players there. Definitely got some good players, and it's definitely going to be a tough battle. But we need to battle hard and sweep up this homestand and get another win on the board. So, in terms of the lineups, again, not confirmed as yet, but we saw at the end of the game, in the third period against Nashville, Dave Tippett changed things up a little bit. He moved Draisaitl off the second line, so Draisaitl was the centre of the second line. He moved him to the wing in the top line, put Nuge at centre, then put Hyman back onto that second line. So that's how he ended, and that seemed to work. And the other move he made is that he swapped around the centres on the third and fourth line. So Devon Shaw moved up to the third line, Derek Ryan to the fourth. And of course we saw the benefit of that for Devon Shaw, playing with Cassian and Warren Foegele, getting the goal, and they look pretty good together. So when we look at the lineup, which we can do here, this is the projected lineup currently. So probably going with what we went with at the end of the game against the Predators. Draisaitl, McDavid and Puljujärvi on the top line. Then Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Yamamoto. Foegele, Shaw and Cassian. And then probably Pelini, Ryan and Turris, but we will see with that. Pelini, so prolific in pre-season, but hasn't scored yet. Maybe tonight is the night he's going to get his first goal. And then on the defensive line, there's been a bit of rumours about whether they may split up the defence again. Some talk that potentially Barry might be on the line with Nurse again, but I'm not sure about that. I think Nurse and Bouchard have worked really well together. I think that's a great line in terms of their defensive pairing. So I think they'll stick with that. Keith and Susie, they've been together all season so far. It feels like right from the off have had good chemistry and are working well together. So I'm sure they'll stick with that. As I mentioned earlier, the only thing that's potentially up for debate, currently it looks like Chris Russell and Tyson Barrie on the third defensive pairing, but potentially Slater Cuckoo may be in place of Russell. We're not sure on that just yet, but keep an eye on that one. And then in goal again will be Koskinen. And that is something to think about. That's now his 7th start in a row. And that's a function of Mike Smith being out. He was practicing on the ice on Thursday, but there is actually footage of that, and you could tell, even not being a medic, not being a coach, you could tell he wasn't particularly comfortable. Just his body language, how he was getting about. Clearly his leg injury still isn't quite there just yet. Dave Tippett said he's getting close, but I think they're not going to want to rush him and avoid potentially re-injuring himself and being off for a longer period. So he's still out of the equation. Obviously we don't play again until Tuesday, so we'll see if Mike Smith is ready for then. But otherwise, potentially Stuart Skinner might get the start against Detroit on Tuesday. It is an interesting thing with that, because you do get the feeling that they don't really quite have the confidence in Skinner just yet, and that's why they keep going to the well with Mikko Koskinen. I think the way the schedule has gone so far, that's been okay. Yes, he's played 7 in a row, or will do if he starts tonight, as looks likely. But they've been able to manage that with the off days. But ideally, you would be sharing out the load a bit more. They clearly don't quite have the confidence in Skinner just yet. So hopefully Mike Smith comes back fairly soon. Hopefully by some point next week, and we can start balancing things out. But it's great that Mikko has got the opportunity and he's really taken it, and that's exactly what you want, isn't it? It's what we wanted to see from Koski, and if he can keep up that form and then Mike Smith can come back and be very effective again, that's perfect. You know, we know the goaltending is not elite level and is not as good as we might hope it would be, but fingers crossed they can be solid enough and the rest of the team can come together. So there we go. I am confident for tonight's game. I am always confident in the Oil, but it should be a cracker with Kevin Lowe's number being retired, number 4 going up into the rafters, and we're facing the Rangers. Should be a really good competitive game. Tough game to win, but the form that the Oil are on right now, well, you wouldn't bet against them beating anyone. So hopefully they can do it. 7:30 out there in Edmonton, 1:30 AM here in the UK. As it's Saturday tomorrow, I will be getting up. I'll probably get a couple of hours sleep beforehand, and then I will get up and watch the game live. So I will be tweeting about that, and it should be a cracker. So fingers crossed for the Oil, and hopefully we're okay. Thank you for watching. This has been the first proper well-oiled Friday night show of the season. I'm now getting my live stream stuff up and running, so as you'll see in a second, if I point the right way, there we go. The next one is Sunday morning with a Sunday hockey breakfast, 9 AM here in the UK, and then again next Wednesday, 8 PM UK time. It is the Wednesday wrap-up, where I pick out something about all 32 teams. If you didn't watch the one on Wednesday, you can see that back on the YouTube channel. And yes, lots of fun. We'll be back again on Sunday morning, having a nice little relaxed breakfast and looking at the results from Saturday night's games, and it should be good. Hopefully we can also reflect on a win for the Oilers against the Rangers tonight. There we go. Thank you again for watching. This has been a lot of fun, and yes, come on the Oilers, let's get another win, make it 4 in a row, 9 wins out of the first 10 games, and keep our way ahead of the Flames at the top of the Pacific Division. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel already, please do consider so. Follow along at DaftersPuck on Twitter. It will be there in a second if I point the right way. There we go. That's the way to end, isn't it? Thanks again. I'm Matt Smith. It's good to have you along. We will be back again on Sunday morning, 9 AM here in the UK, and it will be a Sunday hockey breakfast. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll press the right button and we shall say goodbye. See you soon.